Today is 11/11/11, day 42 of Occupy Los Angeles, and you're watching Inside Out News.
Here for you!
We're out here for you!
We're tired of sitting around!
We're tired of sitting around!
And we're taking action!
And we're taking action!
We are here for you!
We are here for you!
So remember that!
So remember that!
Now go home!
Now go home!
And tell your family!
And tell your family!
To support this!
To support this!
Because guess what? We support you!
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 We are the 99%! We are the 99%! We are the 99%! We are the 99%!
We are here with Elise Whitaker. She is on the Actions Committee and was on the Big Action today on Figueroa Street. Elise, why don't you tell us a little bit about what happened today in the march?
We had an unpermitted march. We marched primarily on the sidewalks, but we took over 3 intersections while we were out and had some dance parties, although we were a little low on music, but the spirit was definitely still there.
And what was the purpose of today's march?
Really just to sort of raise awareness about the occupation, to really deeply say, this land is our land, this is public land, that we have a right to be here, we have a right to be seen and to be heard. And today while we were there, we had brothers and sisters occupying the VA, since today was Veterans Day, and I think it was a really important thing, that both of these groups were sort of taking land which has been restricted by the government, that really belongs to the people.
And you guys, your marchers had a kind of a run-in with the police in one of the intersections today?
Yeah, we had run-ins with them at all 3 intersections, but we planned from the beginning to occupy the first few intersections, as long as we could, until the police seemed to be ready to take action, and then to pick up and move. Finally at the 3rd intersection, they sort of got a hold of us and let us know in no uncertain terms that if we remained in the intersection, they were going to isolate it and arrest all of us. And so we decided that today wasn't the day to do that. But I'd say it was really successful. I'd also like to take this opportunity to clarify, if I may, that the police have since become a little cranky about our march today, and one of their primary excuses for their sort of anger is they're saying that we blocked the passage of an emergency vehicle, and I'd like to say that we didn't do that. There was one ambulance and we let it pass, so I want to sort of quell that rumor at the start. Okay,
and what would make a particular march unique in which you guys would actually risk being arrested?
I think we're just waiting for the right time, the right place, and the right message. Today was something to do, something to be inspirational. Even blow off a little steam. 11/11/11. But I think it's going to be very relevant that our first major CD arrests here come for something with a bigger symbolic message. And we'll find out what that is. I don't know what that is yet, but I think we're definitely going to be getting close here in the next couple of days or in the next couple of weeks. And I think that's going to be the thing that's relevant is finding what strikes the strongest message as something to kick off with on that kind of an occupation or on that kind of an action.
And what's your next big march or action that's coming up?
Well, tomorrow we are congregating with members from Occupy Long Beach and Occupy Pasadena, and hopefully also some from college occupations, and just sort of planning a joint action together for a month out, but just sort of communicating that way. Our next big action, the 17th is going to be huge. We have a tongue ring on the 17th. The 19th, we've got a health and wellness fair here. The 22nd, we're going to march against the Fed. but I don't know. Next week we don't have super fleshed out yet as far as our plans.
And I just wanted to make a note that we currently have a police helicopter flying above us, shining 2 police helicopters. One is shining light on the occupation site. They've been doing that recently. They did it a couple of days ago when I was here.
Last night, it was just all up in our faces all GA long.
So my question to you in regard to that is, do you feel that the police are stepping up on their interest in the occupation, and you think it's more in an aggressive sense?
On the one hand, the language that they're using is the language that they've been using over the last week or so has been that they want to continue to work with us, but they want us to find an exit strategy. The mayor is tired of us being here. The city council passed this resolution thinking they'd kill us with kindness, that we'd stay out, and then once it rained, we'd pack up and go home. And we're here to stay, and they're getting frustrated and they're getting tired that, and now that they're a little displeased that when they say, oh, can you maybe get out of our sandbox, that we're not leaving. And so it's been, if not aggressive, it's been sort of stern that, like, you guys need to be doing something different. But I think that it's important to state that they wanted to play it very differently today. When we were talking with them after our march, they were, very upset that we'd been in the intersections. And they were behaving as though it was sort of a personal affront that we didn't, work more closely with them on these street closures, when, of course, that would have defeated the purpose. And I appreciate that, because I do appreciate the relationship we have with the LAPD. However, you don't just get to say all of a sudden, like, oh, well, we've been working with you. Like, yeah, you've said you're not going to raid us, and so far you haven't raided us, but we're not here to hold hands and play games. We're here to change the world, and it's not going to be pleasant. We're going to kill your grass. It'll grow back, I promise. Right.
So do you think the longer the occupation stays here, the less jovial the city will be in regard to the occupation?
I think so. Yeah, I think that they're getting sick of it. I think what is key is doing what we can to reach out to the people of Los Angeles, because that's where this movement is going. That's what we need to grow is to really show everybody that everybody's the 99%, and that we're working to benefit everybody and to represent everybody. And so I think that's the thing we need to be most mindful of is how to reach out to Los Angeles on a bigger level.
All right, thank you very much, Elise, for coming and talking with us. You. And good luck with everything. And we will see you this weekend and follow you through whatever other action you guys take. So
thanks.
All right, take care.
Be good.
Again, that was Elise Whitaker. She is on the Actions Committee here at Occupy Los Angeles. She helped organize today's march through the financial district. They marched over, starting their obstruction of traffic on Figueroa and 8th Street. They marched past the Bank of America branch that's just up on Figueroa and 7th. It was closed today because it is Veterans Day. From there, they marched up a few more blocks and it obstructed another intersection, and then they did one more, just another few blocks up Figueroa, just past the World Trade Center there, and that is where they had the run-in with the police department, where the deputy chief came up and asked them to please leave the intersection or else they would be arrested. As Lee said, they chose not to be arrested today. They felt that it was not a justified enough reason for them to risk themselves. They also noted that they would be held over the weekend if they were arrested today, something they did not want to have happen. So this ends our report for today. We will return tomorrow for the rest of this protest festival that is going on as part of the 11-11-11 weekend of events that is going around across the country and around the world. This is Margot Paez signing off for Inside Out News. Good night.